We're going on the record in 2025 CR 000451, State versus Leslie O'Banion. Could I have parties announced?
That's Dwight Chumley for Miss O'Banion.
Yes. All right. You entered a plea of no contest on May 12th.
Quick breakdown. A no contest plea means the defendant doesn't admit guilt, but also doesn't dispute the charges. It has the same legal effect as a guilty plea, except it's often used to avoid civil liability later. Would you ever take a plea just to end the process? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
2025, according to your plea bargain agreement.
May I give you this, ma'am? Ms. Susan Boyd?
To what point, why are you giving me that?
It's my waiver.
It's your
for
what?
you, ma'am. It's for your judge. Thank you.
No, what is it for? That's what I'm trying to.
Motions that I did.
All right, so here's the thing. You've entered a plea, unless that's a motion to withdraw your plea.
And there it is. The court shuts down the request to downgrade the charge. That's a big deal, because it means the defendant is still looking at felony level. Consequences. Notice how quickly the energy in the room shifts.
It's not appropriate at this time, okay? All right.
It kind of is. But I would just like to, I did the work.
Your Honor, it's a writ of
okay.
habeas corpus.
It's a writ and motion to reduce state jail felony to misdemeanor.
All right, so the state jail felony is not
writ of
being,
habeas corpus.
all right, the state jail felony is not being reduced to a misdemeanor. All right?
Okay. Well,
No, I
you know,
appreciate
because
it.
he's
No,
not
no.
really doing a job for me.
No. He's actually doing an excellent job for you.
I don't agree, but okay.
Well, I mean,
That's what I got. So that's what I got to deal with. So I signed up probation.
no. Here's the thing, what I'm telling you, and this is what I want
Just
you
would
to
like
hear.
to go home
I want you to hear.
on probation, and that's what I signed for Monday, right, Ms. Boyd, Ms. Leslie O'Banion? I signed for 3 years deferred.
Mhm.
So I did my cap of balance inside, so I'd like to be released to have probation, ma'am. Thank you. That's what I find.
All right, so let me just tell you right now, that's not what you signed up for. What you signed up for is there was a plea bargain that was entered into. And guess what happens with plea bargain agreements? I'm the person who sets conditions, and I'm sure your attorney told you that. So whether or not you're released today, it's really up to me. So that's where we are.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
I don't know why people continue to think.
Did you catch that, Jab? The judge isn't just laying down the law, she's sending a message. Courtroom antics won't fly here. Have you ever seen a moment where someone overplayed their hand in court?
That everybody
I don't
can.
know why I
Here's
thought
the
probation's outside the jail, and
All
it
right,
is.
so then what I'll do, if you're going to continue,
No, ma'am.
if you want to continue to talk over me, then you can do so.
No, ma'am,
But you're
I
going
don't
to be
wanna-
talking,
So I'm
but
sorry. Please
you
forgive
are
me.
going to be talking over me and talking by yourself. And what I will do is I'll just set this for another day. So
I'll quiet.
what I'm telling you
Either
is I do not understand why everybody thinks that they can be an attorney without a license. If everybody could be an attorney, then guess what? We would not have gone to school for it. So,
God bless you, ma'am. Thank
Mr.
you.
Chumley,
Mhm.
thank you for your patience.
Thank you, sir, and thank you, ma'am.
All right, so this is
Miss
what,
Judge Stephanie Boyd, please forgive me, and I'm sorry. I'm just miss my family very much.
That's the emotional pivot. Injury to the elderly. Carries serious moral and legal weight. The defendant claims love for her family, but the court sees a contradiction between her actions and her words. Is rehabilitation enough here, or is this just damage control?
So I've been in for 410 days, and I would like to see my family. It's my birthday this month, and I miss my family tremendously.
well, here's the thing.
So I
If you
love my
could, if
family,
you
and they love
continue,
me.
if you continue to commit offenses, then that's not showing love for your family. Because the reason why you're not with your family now is because you've
I've
committed an
been away
offense.
from my family, and I've
And actually, the offense
suffered very much
the
inside
offense,
Fair County Jail, ma'am.
the offense that you have committed
Okay,
is an
cool.
injury to the elderly or disabled
Wow.
person, bodily injury. And that person is an elderly person. So that's why you are here. And what I can tell you is, if I follow this agreement, you are not going back to that location. You're not going to be allowed to be around any of those persons. Do you understand? Maybe she understands, maybe she doesn't.
Mental health is now center stage. The court has to decide if she's medically compliant, and the answer impacts supervision, release conditions, and public safety. Let's not forget, conflicting reports like this can derail an entire case plan.
All right, so defense, this is my concern.
Okay.
My concern, have you all both read the MIC evaluation?
I have PTSD.
This is my concern in here. In my concern, she says she doesn't have any mental illness diagnosis, demanded that those be taken off the records, and that she will not be taking medications once she's released.
I have PTSD trauma. I do have that, ma'am. I do not have bipolar. So that seems to be a problem. It's outdated information from when I was 28 years old. I'm 48. I'm going to be 49 this year. So that's very old medical stuff that's out of date, ma'am.
All right.
So I'm sorry for that, but that is actually true. I have PTSD. I have anxiety. I have trauma. That's what I do, diagnose it.
All right. Probation.
Thank you.
How are we going to handle this? She's saying that once she's released, she's no longer going to take her medications.
I
Is
actually
there
am.
any?
So I have insurance. I'm going to see my doctor. That's what I told the lady on the Taco Bell, ma'am. So I'd like to finish that. And I'm sorry she didn't put that in there. There's miscommunication happening, and it's really important to me, ma'am.
Mhm.
I have insurance, and I take very good care of my health. I actually have therapy set up for me already for when I'm released. I did that inside jail for the Rape Crisis Center. That's free therapy for me that I need. And I'm also going to go see my doctor and get on medication when I'm released. I take regular meds for myself, and I take very good care of my health. I have health insurance. I'm on disability. So I plan on following up with my doctor I see currently in the Corey Market. I have a doctor already. I have a pharmacy at Walgreens. So that is not actually true. I'm saying I have to follow up with my doctors on the outside where I take care of my health. And
All right. So
my mental
probation.
health is important to me.
How are we going to address this issue? How do you suggest we address
So
it?
I'm going to be taking meds. I will be complying with that. So that is not true, ma'am. And I'm sorry she wrote that. So
All
I
right.
wanted to clarify. Please forgive me.
Thank
But
you
that
for-
is important.
Thank you for your clarification.
Yeah.
Probation, how are we going to handle
So
this?
I will be taking my meds. So
Judge,
I need to get them adjusted. Thank you.
At this point, we're not just watching a legal process, we're watching a battle for credibility. The judge is trying to establish order, but the emotional tension is boiling over. Should judges give more leeway in cases involving trauma? Or does courtroom decorum come first?
With the
Judge.
proper position. Mine.
we can
I take meds.
Get
inside
it.
their time.
we can get an authorization to obtain records to ensure that she is actually
Walgreens,
going
Lincoln
to.
Heights.
All right, just one second. So let me ask you something. Ms. O'Banion,
Yes.
it appears as though maybe you're not medically
They have
compliant
out of
with your
date.
medications. The reason why I say that is because you're not able to control yourself at all. You're speaking over everyone who is talking. I've asked probation a question. You keep interrupting her. So
I'm not.
what,
gonna
let me do this. What do you want to say to me? I'm here to listen.